There were 3 hatches. There's still one here. You have a great view of the bay from here. Over there, that's a new area where mining is to take place.
It was only recently that new diamond deposits were found under the old mining town of Elizabeth Bay. Thanks to new laser technology for cutting stones, it's worth mining smaller stones now. Ingrid Wiesel has set up camera traps nearby. She's conducting a study for the diamond company Namdeb. She wants to know how the new mine field will impact the hyena population.
Now, if you just come to this side, Rusa, I'll just show you what to do with the camera traps. Because the first thing I do is I'll just switch them off. You see, you can open them up, because otherwise they take photographs of us. Okay, you see, this camera has only taken 18 photographs. So now it's very important that you switch it off again, because you can't take the memory card out when the camera is on. Oh, you know what? Somebody has stolen the memory card. And this is now a bit tricky because of the cage. There's this USB port at the bottom.
The problem is that somebody has stolen the memory card. We're still in the Sperrgebiet, but you can't monitor everything that's going on. Anyone coming past here can just take the memory card. Unfortunately, that's what happened. The camera has a small memory of its own, which contains 18 pictures. Who knows? Maybe a tourist came here who didn't have any space left on his own memory card.
Just take this one. This is the big surprise now. Okay, so that's us. Let's have a look. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, there will be lots with nothing. Uh-huh. Well, look, that's a little one fighting there or something. It's hyena ear. This is the one at the den. Oh, and you see this one has got a collar. And we can see a bit of the stripes on the legs. They've just got a very distinct stripe pattern. Okay. And it's like your fingerprint, so you can just basically see from the stripes on the legs which animal it is. So this is why I try to get lots of photos with animals that have got, you know, nice stripes, but I don't get that many, as you can see, so it's like a long process. Okay. I'll just open one of the old files, and then I'll see you what we usually get. So this is basically what we're usually looking for. I mean, this is like luck because it's during the daytime. This animal has got a collar. It's carrying a seal now to the den, and you can see the stripes pretty nicely on this photo. The camera traps show us exactly when hyenas are active, okay, and if there's a change in activity. And then also a change in the population size with using photographs which have got good ID, like stripes. So if you see something like that, you know something is happening. And you know that there is something important for hyenas or either jackals. So we obviously check the spoor, what it is. But I know it's hyena because the hyenas are using this old plant as a den at the moment. But when we approach an area like that, we also always have to be careful because the hyenas here can also be active during the day. So let's just have a look if we can see a nice spoor that I can also show you what it looks like. But from the footprint, you can see how strong actually the shoulder area is and their front part, and how weak the hind legs are. If you've got a jackal, that looks like a dog. You see here, you've got this little jackal footprint, and then it's quite a difference between a jackal and a hyena.
The world's most modern diamond facility was built in Elizabeth Bay in 1924. All the machines and steel frames came from Germany. "10,000 cubic meters of sand and rubble were moved, crushed and washed here every day." The diamonds were sorted by hand from the final concentrate. There was 1 diamond for every 3 tons of desert sand. After the Great Depression of 1929, the diamond trade collapsed. That was the end of Elizabeth Bay after just 5 years. On the 1st of July 1931, business ceased. The village remained the home of many families. But the diamond caravan went further south. Bigger stones were found on the Orange River. Bits of the plant were taken along. Elizabeth Bay was left to the desert sand and the sea.
I don't know how many children we were, but we always had ideas. We weren't allowed to go to the mine, but we were allowed down on the beach. That's taboo now. The sea is totally forbidden.
The sea is forbidden today because there are diamonds on the seafloor. 100 million years ago, volcanic eruptions in South Africa brought the diamonds to the surface. Rivers flushed them into the sea. The strong current transported them northwards to the Namibian coast, where they stayed. Ian and Percival want to become diamond divers. They're taking part in training sponsored by the state. Half of the population of Namibia are unemployed. Here in Luderitz, 60% don't have work. The fishing industry is suffering problems because of overfishing, and tourism is still slow. Ian and Percival are putting their hopes in the diamond industry. So far, they've not found a job. Diving for diamonds is dangerous. The sea temperature is 8 degrees. The currents are strong. At depths of up to 40 meters, they have to clear rocks. Then, a kind of giant vacuum cleaner is used to suck up the gravel with the diamonds in it. This often causes devastation to the sea floor, destroying the vegetation for a long time.
If I get money out of this now, I would like to finish my study. So if I can pay for my own studies, so well, be it. Pay for my brother's school fees. We can't stand on the streets and do nothing while there's projects like this for us to use. So for me, it's going to mean a better life for me.
just like his two friends who are already divers on one of the countless diamond boats.
Okay, julle twee gaan hierdie goed toets.
Skipper Andre has been in the business for a long time. In the past, the 44-year-old South African dived for diamonds himself. Now he manages the crew.
Can you make work? Okay, 5 out of 5. Okay, thank you. Unit reckoning station. Everything bigger than this, the diver needs to pick up and move. You can move a rock as big as that machine underwater. Most people call them crowbars. We call them galas. You take it. We also got a, you get like a hard conglomerate layer. That you got to eat broken with a hammer. We always want to go to sea. When we get back from 21 days, usually you rest for 3-4 days. Then you prepare the vessel again. And if it's nice weather and your team agrees, you don't take a 10 days, a full 10 days off. Then you go, like after a week, 7 days, you go back to sea. Why? Money. If you're not pumping, if you're not in the water, you're not making money. There's airplanes, houses, Ferraris, everything under the water. You must just go and get it.
I can't say the rush is there like it was in the old days where diamonds were free and you know where to go and you find it. Now you go on the position of your skipper. You tell her, we're going to pump here. You stop there and you pump. Just on the luck that you're going to get something. So you can go for 21 days and come back with only 50 carat. And there's the day that you go out and you hit the jackpot and you come back, phew, you got 200 grand in your pocket. Yeah, you say, I want job when I've got something, you know.
Yes. Luderitz has seen many ups and downs. German merchants, soldiers and the diamond millionaires all left their mark. The fishing fleets and diamond vessels followed.
The people are hoping for a great deal with the opening of the national park. They're hoping for more tourists and other sources of income, so that this town can flourish a bit. At the moment, Luderitz is turning into a ghost town, and that's not good. I live there, and I like being in the Sperrgebiet, but I don't want to live in a ghost town.
The ruins of those days are part of modern-day Namibia, but the diamond rush is long over.